Pratik, you're starting the India leg of your The Way That Lovers Do World Tour. This is a multi-city tour. So apart from Mumbai, Delhi, Chennai, which are the other cities that you'll be performing at, and which are the new songs that your fans are going to experience at these concerts?
Let's see. Even I don't remember all the cities. We're playing across 15 cities. So all the major big cities like Pune, Bangalore, Kolkata, Mumbai, uh, Hyderabad, Chennai, and then a lot of I mean, slightly like tier two cities like Jaipur and Chandigarh, Ahmedabad.
Surat,
I'm sure I'm missing a few.
sure.
So a good like we're doing like 15 cities across. We're covering all parts of the country. There's Guwahati in the east and like Hyderabad and Chinda and Mangalore in the south. And then I'm going to my hometown Jaipur as well. So just trying to cover everything basically. In terms of songs, there'll be songs from the new album. Uh, about around half of the new album we're playing live. So the singles that have been really popular, like All I Need, CO2, Favorite Peeps, Just a Word, all of those, and a few more from the album. And then I'm also going to be playing a lot of the older songs that I don't usually play live. A lot of my older songs are fairly popular, like Raat Razi, Olav, Sansein, which is a song really popular, which I haven't played live too often because it's a bit logistically. Like I usually need a bigger band to play those songs, some of those songs. So we're going to be doing that. So much longer set, much bigger set. It's going to be really fun.
You said you're most excited about performing at your hometown, Jaipur. So is there a special act that you have planned that you'll be performing at Jaipur?
Not really. Honestly, actually, Jaipur is one of the smaller cities, so it's going to be one of the relatively smaller shows. I feel like the bigger shows like Delhi, Mumbai, especially Delhi and Mumbai and Bangalore are going to be really, really special just because, they're bigger stages, so we just have more room to play around and do more, cooler and creative things. I mean, Jaipur is going to be special for me because, of course, I grew up in that city, so it's always special when I go back and play there. So in that sense, in terms of sentiments, it's a lot special, a lot more special. But uh, you know, it'll still be like almost as big of a show. It's just like, Delhi and Bombay, we can just do a lot more basically.
Talking about doing creative things at the concert. So do you joke with your audience or how do you engage with your fans at these concerts?
I'm not a very interactive performer, to be completely honest. I do interact with my audience. I do talk to them. I say a few things. In terms of jokes and all, sometimes it doesn't always happen at the bigger shows because there's not a lot of uh, I can't really hear the audience very well. Like the smaller shows I play, sometimes if somebody replies something, I'll, quip back or say something. But in the bigger shows, but we're trying to make it really very immersive and experiential this time. I mean, we have visuals this time on the show, which is the first time I've done this at any of my live shows. Just in terms of, really curated visuals, like song-wise, trying to create a vibe for each song, and just create like a bit of a experience through the whole set. So if you come in and you see it, it's not just of course really great music and we have a really big band, but it's also visuals to really tie it together and make it feel really like an experience.
So then which are the songs you find audience singing along?
Uh, the song I feel like people sing along to the loudest is Kasoor, I have to say. Especially I just finished a UK tour, UK and Europe tour, and I played at a lot of venues of all sizes, 500 people, 2,000 people in London, so of all shapes and sizes. And Kasoor was always like Kasoor and Cold Mess were the two loudest songs I have to say, and people singing along. But people know a lot of other songs like 100 Words, Kho Gaye Hum Kahan. People love singing along to that one. Um, yeah, some of the newer songs like CO2 and Just a Word. Now, some of my more hardcore fans recognize and they sing along as well. So, yeah.
I have to talk to you about the song Favorite Peeps from this album. The song talks about love in a friendship. So would you say this song was an ode to your close friends?
Yeah, my close friends and my family, and I think it's more of like a an ode to just whoever in your life is your support system, and it's different for different people. For a lot of people, it ends up being their, close friends and their family. But it really is, it just really depends. Whoever is that supposed to support system for you kind of keeps you grounded. The group of people or the person that keeps you grounded, keeps you kind of, pulls you out of your lows.
I also love the music video of my favorite Peeps, which was directed by a very young and a promising director, Pranav Bhasin. How was it
Hmm.
working with Pranav? And is this how you approach even your music, like to be innovative and experiment with fresh ideas?
Yeah, I never look at like doing new stuff or experimentation on purpose, to be honest. I let my songs kind of guide the creative direction of the music video. It's always the song first, so the videos are always built around what the song is trying to say in some way or the other, either in terms of a narrative or in terms of just what it feels like the vibe of the song. And that is just, I think it ends up being feeling fresh and experimentative because I don't try to like look at other examples. I don't use like using a lot of references when it comes to my visuals or my design, or whether it's album art or music videos or even the music itself. I try to like have everything kind of come from the source, which is like the fundamentals of the song. So it's a more of a down up approach in that sense.
In this social media age, do you think a singer, especially the one from the indie space, need to be today a jack of all trade, that he should be a good producer and a good salesman as a musician? Would you agree with that?
It all just kind of depends on the person. I think I think everybody's career trajectory is different. Some artists are really hands-on. Others are not as hands-on and get lucky with really good managers and people who help them with their career, and then they don't really have to be involved. I like being involved in a lot of things, especially the creative side of things, but also the planning side of things even when it comes to like doing this tour, and not too much in the commercial and business side of things, but in terms of just how it's going to unfold, like what kind of venues are we playing at, what are the dates, like just little things like that. I like to be involved in. uh, I like to be involved in the overall um, kind of vision that my career is taking, right? So that's something that I collectively, me and my managers really talk about a lot. So, but I think it's a pretty personal choice. It's not necessary. I don't think so.
But you're a self-made music sensation. How difficult is it today to sell a song to a music label?
Uh, I mean, I don't think you should be going out there trying to sell a song to a music label in the first place. I think if a label comes to you, that's the best case scenario. I mean, ideally, a label should want to work with you enough to come to you so that as an artist you have the upper hand, you know, and that's when it's a good deal actually.
So having worked on film music and have created many singles with such a kind of repertoire, has your approach towards creating music changed? So how different is it to compose a song, say for a movie, to a single? Is it easy to switch approach?
It's pretty similar. I think the only difference, one big difference about writing for film and television is that it's not coming from a very personal space. I mean, you use some of your personal experiences a little bit, but primarily you're writing, from the perspective of the character in that film or the script of the film. So you're kind of writing for this fictional world that the film has created. So, um, you have to kind of get into the character's head and think like that. And so you already know what you're writing about very clearly. Versus when I write for myself and for my own albums, I don't know exactly what I'm writing about a lot of times. I kind of just write and then figure it out. It's more spontaneous. It's a bit more free flowing like that.
But are you somebody who like to reflect what is going around in the society, the politics of the world, of what is happening around you?
I'm kind of like in and out. Like I like to be informed about everything that's going on. But honestly speaking, especially when I get busy with tour and all, sometimes I'm so immersed with just everything that's going on that my life becomes pretty centric to just what's going on around me, which is not ideal, honestly. I should be better informed, I think. But I try to be broadly informed about what's going on and all. When it comes to opinions and I mean, it just really, it just depends. I don't really have like I'm pretty, um, I'm a very flexible and adaptive person in the sense that I don't actually have extreme views on a lot of things. And it sounds like I'm trying to be diplomatic, but it's really not that. I truly am quite, even when it comes to like political issues, I really don't have a side. I tend to look at like each situation individually in terms of what's right and wrong, and but there's nothing, that like I tend not usually don't have very, very strong opinion about things.
I think
Or
because
extreme. I do have strong opinions, but I don't have extreme opinions about things. And I'm very easily like I can change my mind. Like if you tell me something, I'll change my mind. In terms of politically, though, I've definitely not written anything. Favorite Peeps kind of has talks a little bit about like just the idea of, sanity and mental health and just so that's it's a bit socially relevant, I guess, especially in today's day and age. But other than that, I can't really think of anything. Yeah.
no. Prateek Kuhad, thank you so much and all the best. And next time I'd like to see you in person.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely, man. Thank you. Thank you for. It was really fun talking to you.
Same here. Thank you, Prateek. Thank you.